Beyond the crumbling gates of Ashwood Asylum, the Ferris wheel creaked and groaned like a tortured soul. Its steel ribs had been twisted by some unseen hand to resemble grasping fingers, as if snatching visitors from the crowd. Lanterns cast an eerie glow on the grounds, where gaudy booths promised miraculous healing elixirs and authentic spirit photography. Dr. Evelyn Stone, a renowned investigator of paranormal phenomena, stepped into this eerie spectacle with a mixture of morbid curiosity and professional duty. She had been summoned by the asylum's director to examine a series of inexplicable occurrences. Patients and staff vanishing without a trace, disembodied screams echoing through corridors, and sightings of shadowy apparitions lurking in mirrors. As she navigated the crowded midway, Evelyn was struck by the air of desperation that clung to every performer. The fortune-teller's eyes seemed sunken, her voice trembling as she spoke of curses and doomed love affairs. A hunchbacked contortionist displayed his twisted limbs with an unsettling fervor, while a human skeleton played a mournful tune on a tin whistle. Evelyn paused before the carnival's main attraction, a rickety steam-powered funhouse called the Maze of Mirrors. Its entrance was guarded by a hulking figure draped in tattered silks and carrying an ornate wooden cane adorned with strange symbols. He introduced himself as Maximilian Wichwood, proprietor of the carnival. "Welcome, Doctor," he said, his voice dripping with honeyed politeness. "I see you're here to unravel the mysteries within my little domain." "Very well. I'll let you in on a secret. This funhouse isn't just any mirror maze. It's a gateway to other realms, where reflections become reality and nightmares come alive." Evelyn raised an eyebrow. "A gateway to other realms." Wichwood chuckled. "Oh no, nothing so grand. Simply the collective unconscious of humanity, distilled into glass panes and polished to a sinister sheen. But be warned, within the maze of mirrors lies a darkness that will consume your very soul." Intrigued despite herself, Evelyn stepped into the funhouse, leaving Wichwood's laughter echoing behind her. The air inside was heavy with the scent of smoke and grease paint. As she made her way through twisting corridors, lined with ornate mirrors, she began to feel a growing sense of unease. Every reflection showed her as she wished to be, ravishing, confident, untouchable. But with each step forward, the images distorted, revealing dark secrets she'd rather keep hidden. A bruised eye, a crooked smile, and a glimpse of something that looked uncannily like a surgical scar on her abdomen. Evelyn spun around, only to find herself face to face with an exact replica of Wichwood's hulking guard. His eyes seemed to stare right through her, into the very marrow of her bones. She fled deeper into the maze, desperate to escape the carnival of mirrors. But Wichwood's words kept echoing in her mind, a gateway to other realms. As she stumbled upon a hidden chamber deep within the funhouse, Evelyn discovered the source of the asylum's troubles. A group of patients, all dressed in their Sunday finest, were gathered around a makeshift altar. They chanted and swayed, their eyes closed, as if in ecstasy. At the center of the circle stood a massive, ornate mirror. Its surface pulsed with an otherworldly energy, like the beating of a dark heart. As Evelyn watched, a figure began to materialize within the glass, a woman with skin like alabaster and hair that flowed like smoke. The patients' chanting reached a fever pitch as they invoked this entity, drawing it into their world. Evelyn recognized the mirror's power. She had studied its kind before. This was no ordinary portal. It was a gateway to the spirit realm, a realm of ancient magic and unutterable horrors. As the woman in the mirror began to take shape, her eyes locked onto Evelyn with a gaze that froze her very soul. The doctor felt herself being drawn into the glass, toward an abyss of madness and terror. In a desperate bid to escape, Evelyn reached for her pocket watch and flung it at the mirror. Time itself seemed to warp and bend as the watch struck the glass, creating a localized distortion in the fabric of reality. The mirror shattered, releasing the woman's essence back into the spirit realm. The patients stumbled backward, their eyes vacant and unseeing. Evelyn took advantage of the distraction to flee the funhouse, leaving behind the carnival's dark secrets and the promise of further horrors lurking within its twisted heart. As she emerged from the maze, Ashwood awaited her with a triumphant smile. "Well done, Doctor," he said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "You've unraveled the mystery of my little domain. But I'm afraid you'll never leave Ashwood Asylum alive." Evelyn spun around to face him, but it was too late. A shadowy figure emerged from the crowd, its presence accompanied by an unholy stench that turned stomachs. Ashwood's cane began to glow with an otherworldly energy. As he spoke a single word, "Devour!" The creature lunged forward, its twisted form blurring as it moved. Evelyn raised her hands in a futile attempt to defend herself, but the devourer was upon her. As the world around her dissolved into chaos and terror, Evelyn realized that Ashwood's carnival was merely a facade for something far more sinister, a doorway to realms where humanity was not, but prey for eldritch horrors. And she had just become the main course at this macabre feast.